The following announcement is being sent from NORAD. The North American Defense Command early warning systems in Alaska have detected targets approaching the continental United States from Russia and are expected to arrive within the next hour. All Federal Emergency Management Agency offices should take immediate steps now to advise the general public of this impending attack on the United States and to take immediate shelter where available. Cheyenne Mountain is in the process of being closed to all outside traffic and no one will be admitted under any circumstances. The President and his staff have been advised to take immediate steps to protect the government system by going to the secret fallout bunker in Virginia. All media outlets should be advised to make immediate announcements to the general public for safe evacuation from major cities in the target areas outlined in the attached GPS diagnostics. The Central Intelligence Agency intercepted a communication via the World Wide Web earlier this morning from a known Russian informant who said that Russian forces were massing near the Ukrainian and Bosnian borders. They observed missile launchers being deployed with tactical nuclear weapon-tipped missiles capable of reaching the continental United States within 3 hours. The Federal Bureau of Investigation submitted a memo to the President advising him that all United States nuclear forces should be put on full alert. He refused to accept this option and no DEFCON alert was issued. The Vice President is currently at Camp David with officials from Iran, discussing possible assistance with the deployment of United States nuclear triggers to assist them with learning more about the design of nuclear weapons. Secret Service was advised 20 minutes ago to evacuate the Vice President to an undisclosed location until things can be confirmed of possible impact points. Vladimir Putin has been contacted about nuclear launches within the past 30 minutes. No response has been received by phone, teletype, or email. All nuclear forces have been given their fail-safe point authorizations to enter Russian airspace. It appears we are too late to retaliate against this first strike initiative. Under the Emergency War Act of 1934, this agency is taking responsibility to instigate a full launch response to the Russians' launch against the United States since it is doubtful the President will make his trip to the bunker before the first impacts occur in Washington. All military branches should be instructed to take immediate cover wherever they are located within the United States and make all efforts to intercept any incoming missiles with any anti-missile systems still operational. We'll do what we can from here to respond to this attack, but it's up to every soldier in the field to defend his country now. When those nukes start going off, there'll be no way of communicating. It's doubtful we'll even be here. Immediate action required. From the Office of the President of the United States. This last communication from the White House has been received via teletype within the past 3 minutes. All nuclear forces are hereby given complete authorization from this office to retaliate with any weapons at our disposal. I will be coordinating my response from the bunker when I arrive. No one will be held in contempt for having taken action without my authorization. Just get those Russians, that's my last order as Commander-in-Chief. Get those Russians. Update from White House. Nuclear strike at Edwards Air Force Base. Wateree Hospital gone. White House incinerated within the first 5 seconds after flash. End of communication. Congress and Senate evacuated to secret mine in North Carolina. No reply from aircraft after first impacts. Doubtful they made it to their destination. Media outlets at White House evacuated to Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. Last report, they arrived safely. All Federal Emergency Management Agency offices have been acknowledged current situation. Cities are in chaos, many riots and looting happening at present time. We should all pray for a miracle. Admiral Carl Johnson of the Strategic Air Command Headquarters to all branches of the Armed Forces. We have a task ahead of us that is beyond understanding. We must do whatever it takes to endure these next few hours. If this be our last breaths, let us breathe them in the defense of our country and our way of life. Fight. Russian communication via teletype received at NORAD, the North American Defense Command at Cheyenne Mountain. Last 6 minutes. Vladimir Putin assassinated by insurgent Russian revolutionaries. Missile launches accidental. Military forces assumed assassination was plot by American political leaders to confuse and disperse Russian military. Central Committee asks American President to cease all nuclear hostilities against Russian people. End of communication. Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command to all branches of the military of the United States. These Russians must think we're idiots because this is all a farce to stop our retaliatory response. Hit them with everything we've got. No soldier is ever to abandon his post. This is war. Vice President Communication to Strategic Air Command. Admiral Johnson, get off the line. We're still in business here. We made these decisions, not you. Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command Headquarters to Air Force. To Mr. Vice President, this isn't a game of numbers we are dealing with here. We are talking about human lives lost. People are dying as we waste time talking about what should be done and not be done. We are paid to make the hard decisions. I am. Vice President's Air Force to aircraft transponder signal lost. Defense aircraft last report said Russian MiGs took out Vice President's plane en route to Washington. How did they get through our defenses? Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command to the North American Defense Command Headquarters. What new targets do you show? We show multiple incoming targets on our radar. Are we supposed to sit here and do nothing? General Tom McPherson of North American Defense Command HQ to Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command HQ. President's last orders were to use all retaliatory options. Use all we have, Admiral, to get these Russians before they get what's left of our country. Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command to the North American Defense Command Headquarters. I hate to say this, General, but these targets aren't coming from the direction of Russia. These have signatures of Chinese launching sites inside China. General Tom McPherson of North American Defense Command HQ to Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command HQ. I'm afraid you're right, Admiral. If the Chinese are launching at us, we have no chance now. I wonder if any other country will come to our defense with all the things we've already done in the past 30 years. Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command to the North American Defense Command Headquarters. This is Corporal Harris to General McPherson. The Admiral has collapsed on the floor. He's dead of a heart attack. Oh no, radar shows the missile trajectory Cheyenne Mountain. ETA, 2 minutes. Get out of there, General. You've no chance, the missile shows dead on your location. General Tom McPherson of North American Defense Command HQ to Admiral Carl Johnson of Strategic Air Command HQ. We see that already, Corporal. Stay at your post. Die like an American. We all knew when this started we'd be ending like this. Everyone is at attention. We know. No further communication received from the North American Defense Command at Cheyenne Mountain. Last known report from Strategic Air Command. Anyone hearing my voice? Only a few stations still operating with enough power to transmit. Multiple impacts have taken out most of the facility here. We only have a few more seconds before our generators give out. We fought a hard fight. We tried to defend this once great country. It's over now. There is nothing more to do. All of us. Signal drop out. Nothing more to transcribe from here. This is Lieutenant Hayward Jones signing off. The end.